and we are back on the Mani and Fariha show, episode number 3. I don't know why I keep saying that, but it's just, you know.
Well, that's okay.
That's okay.
We're still excited about you.
Absolutely, and we hope all of you are excited
Absolutely.
too. And right now, I'm very excited to learn all about these essential oils. We have these charts, emotions and essential oils wheel, emotions as well, but different colors. I really like these colors.
Are they
my
fun?
favorite? Yes, very fun. So we're looking forward to hearing all about this. And a question which Mani had was that, how did you go from strength training to this?
Great question. I am an exercise physiologist, an athletic therapist, and primarily a strength coach. And I've been taking people to their best physical wellness. But part of that along the way has been health. It's been emotional wellness. And the essential oils have aligned so clearly with my gym, with my practice, with my coaching, for my clients, for my athletes. And
it's the next logical step.
Well, but it made such a huge difference in my own life with my family that I felt compelled to be teaching other people about ways they could use natural products instead of a lot of the synthetics that are out there that aren't as great for us or have a lot of side effects. And with these natural products, they get effective either healing, they get effective results from an emotional standpoint, they're safe, they're inexpensive, and they can quite literally replace all these other products that we use that have side effects that aren't so great, or they might have a lot of allergy producing problems and things like that. So it's been amazing. It's really helped my family, it's helped my life, and it's making a huge difference for my clients.
Yeah, and we're excited to hear all about them.
Well,
so please share away.
You know what I think I'm going to do is have you guys try one. It's hard for the viewers on TV to really experience it, but
we'll do
amazing.
it for you.
Yeah,
they're
going to live vicariously. This is peppermint, and because I'm in sport and with athletes and private clients, there's research that shows that 1 drop of peppermint can be as effective as coffee. And caffeine is something in sport and in life we use as a performance enhancer or a wake-up stimulant all the time. So if we use 1 drop of peppermint in our palm,
another tip that I have learned, instead of insect repellent, if you mix it with water and spray it in the corners, it keeps spiders away.
Yes, and even when it comes to rodents, if you've got a camper outside or a cottage, that kind of thing, rodents are so scent sensitive that peppermint, they won't go near. So you put cotton balls, there's so many things. It could be household items, it can be cleaning, it can be all sorts of things. But one way I just used it, well, there are 2 ways. One was aromatically. So we can use aromatic with a diffuser, putting water in and a few drops of essential oils. So that was aromatic. And then topically would be when I put it on the back of my neck. I'm going to have you try that.
I can smell it all the way here.
I know.
And
very
it's
potent.
just
and just 1 drop is
just 1 drop.
And that's the difference.
Enough.
Yes, because you're looking at pure essential oils. And that's one of the problems in the industry is that it's amazing.
Very strong.
Isn't it?
And when you
on
put
our wrists as well.
Exactly. When you put it on topically, you're going to feel that cooling sensation. So I've used this with my kids to cool them if they're really warm or low-grade fever. I've used it for if athletes are really hot in the summer, if they're not heat acclimatized. I've used it for all sorts of things that way. But if you've got a headache coming on, immediately for muscle tension or on your temples, we don't want it near our eyes, but it can be a really good thing.
But temple that.
Oh my God, it's just amazing.
You're going to start to feel it in another minute or two, but the amazing thing with the potency of the oils is that they have a huge effect. The problem in the industry is that it's unregulated. So there could be all sorts of oils out there, and it could say pure on it, but because it's unregulated, you don't know whether you're actually getting what it says is in the oil. So you have to be very careful that you're going with something that's really reputable and pure essential oils, because some of them have actual added synthetics or perfumes, and you don't want that because they won't have the health benefit.
So there's the type that you use is doTERRA?
Yes, and the nice thing about this is that doTERRA's created a much higher standard. So what they've done is they've created 7 tests to ensure that the oil is exactly what it's supposed to be, and then gone even further. So you've got a code on the bottom. You can tell through a website, source to you, where did this oil come from, when was it sourced, what batch did it come from, and make sure that you're getting exactly what you are buying. And that's where, you know, you look at oils like lavender, they've got constituents within the oil that are good for calming, good for anxiety, good for sleep. I diffuse almost every night. That was one of the things that made such a huge difference in my life right away.
And how so? Because you've spoken about the impact that it's had in your own household.
You know,
so how has it? Oh my God, I love this.
Oh yeah, it's phenomenal. So
this has to be inhaled.
Oh yeah. So aromatic, topical. You can also use them internally. There's certain ones, and the thing about the essential oils as well in Canada, these oils in particular from doTERRA have been approved as natural health products. So there are certain oils that have a lot of research behind them. So some people even have insurance coverage for natural health products, depending on the oil and we can make health claims with them in Canada because they are so well founded.
So the health and wellness benefits.
Yeah, exactly. And for me personally, I mean, you can imagine that eating well and exercising has always been a big part of my life. But when you look at your best health, your overall best health, reducing my toxic load and my sleep and recovery, not so great. I got 5 kids in 4 different
Oh my
schools.
God. Yes.
So between kids,
that's a lot of school pickups, right?
Exactly. So between kids, between my own business, between being a main breadwinner in my household, the stress levels were really high. My recovery and rest was really poor. And I've got a family history of cancer in my family. And overall, I wanted to reduce that toxic load, not only for my own health, but also for my family as well, the kids. My youngest is 6. And for the kids, I didn't want the synthetics, I didn't want the toxins, I didn't want the perfumes. I didn't want that in my household, and I wanted to reduce that impact. They cleaned up my household. I got rid of all the toxic stuff. I replaced it. It could be my cleaning, it could be my face wash, it could be my shampoos. I basically started replacing everything, either with a cleaner product or by doing DIY things. Some people like DIY, which I love. Other people like something that's
like a ready-made.
Right, exactly. And so I just started cleaning things up. And
I love this
thanks
one.
to lavender and frankincense too, which is basically referred to as the king of oils. And if you recognize the name frankincense,
it sounds very Christmassy.
And this used to be a commodity hundreds of years ago. It was.
Got it to my.
She's going to be smelling it all night, guys.
And when you talk about, taking away perfumes from your household, oftentimes we think that, oh, we're not going to have any fragrance.
Yeah.
Well, this is the thing. People love good smells, but there's a lot of scent-free zones simply because if you take the word perfume, that one word, or fragrance on a shampoo, on anything like that, you put fragrance on there, that one word can encompass as many as 3,000 ingredients.
That's crazy.
So it's a proprietary blend for whatever the product is. Yet what's happening with so many of us is that there are greater allergic reactions. We have skin inflammations, we're not digesting things as well. We're sometimes with our, say, antibacterial products, we're killing our own bacteria. So these are ways we can help our own gut health, our own bacteria, our own skin, without having allergic reactions, without killing our own bacteria, without harming
the environment even.
It's going back to the nature again,
exactly.
aligning ourselves with the nature again, and because it's all natural.
Exactly, and have it be effective for all kinds of ailments. So it's really phenomenal. It really makes a huge difference.
I can see myself using all of them, honestly. And I was telling every single one of them because I am a very, I should say, for my migraine headaches and for other purposes, I do use some oils. And also I feel, and I found them really very helpful in regards to helping me fall asleep and staying asleep. That's, falling asleep is one thing and staying asleep, it's imperative.
Calming the mind as well. Calming the mind. It's to another personal share. I have migraines as well. I struggled with falling asleep. Now I sleep like a champ, and I've had 1 migraine since I've started using oils, and I was able to manage it for the first time in my entire life without 2 or 3 extra strength Tylenol. So I haven't had, in either have my children, and this is kind of a big deal, I haven't had a Tylenol or an Advil for myself or my kids for 2 years now because I have so many other options that take care of whatever the ailment might be. So it's been huge. And I'm not saying that you know, there's plenty of medications out there that are really important and really good for people. It's not
necessary.
It's not anti-medication or anything like that. What it means is it gives people power to have a natural alternative first to take care of themselves before having to seek out medical advice or before having to use something synthetic that might have a bunch of side effects on our bodies. So it's a pretty powerful thing for families, for athletes, for kids. It's a big deal.
It is.
It really sounds it, indeed. One last question is, which oils do you recommend for cleaning?
Oh, you know what?
And do they leave things sparkly?
They do. You know what? A lot of people don't like the smell of vinegar. Most people know they can use vinegar, they can use water.
I like this.
That's for opening airways, but this one is basically, it has a lot of oils in it that are antifungal, antibacterial, and I use this to clean the air in the gym, so I diffuse it and I have other oil.
Because gyms can smell bad,
exactly.
right?
Well, we also need to clean the surfaces a lot.
Yes.
So I use the On Guard, which is a really good blend. So the On Guard to clean in the gym, and I use that for our hand washes in the gym as well.
Oh my
And
God.
this, though, if I make some of my home counter sprays and things like that, I'll use wild orange. It's also an antibacterial one.
Oh my
I
God.
like
Or
wild
lemon.
orange because
You have
that's
to
what
smell
I
it.
use. Being, you know, if you have a pets at home, you know, that's a huge thing. You know, you really don't
now
want
have
them
two,
to.
thanks
Now
to
you
you.
have two.
You want to know one of my main?
So she took my cat, so of course you know.
You gave to me. She's the cat stealer. We now know Fariha is a cat stealer.
Exactly.
Well, you have no idea how anxious Mani was to get rid of that cat.
It's like, fine, I'll take it for you.
Exactly. So yes.
But when it comes
But
to
this is exactly.
Oh, I love this
what,
one
you know,
too.
So
lemongrass.
well, I got to tell you my secret because I have all my kids, and we're talking between the ages of 17 and 6, and the 4 of them are teenagers. They're all in sports.
Yeah.
And some of the hockey equipment, some of that are bloody stinky. And so I use the lemongrass. You're gonna have to match them all.
I know, match them
I
all.
use the
I'm kind of
lemongrass.
OCD.
Yeah, it's okay. I'll let Fariha deal with all the lids here.
Believe me, I will.
The lemongrass, I'll put 2 drops of that in a bucket of water, and then in go the soccer socks or the undershirts or the things that get really stinky from all the sweat and everything, all that hormonal teenage sweat. And in
Better
they
than
go.
bleach.
But then they've killed that bacteria. In they go to the washing machine later, and I don't have to deal with all that horrible smell. Yeah. This one's amazing for cleansing air and cleansing anything from garbage bins to
Very good. Yes, as I said, I could inhale every one that I think I have.
Well, one thing that's amazing, you've got most of the emotional blends over there.
Yes.
But one thing that's incredible
focus here.
If you think of that incredible memory that you have associated with scent, maybe it's cookies, maybe it's orange, maybe it's
vanilla.
Vanilla, there we go. You have this association because our olfactory senses are directly linked to our limbic brain. And our limbic brain is where our memory center and our emotional center is.
Exactly.
So we can help.
It's all neurology.
It is. There are people with depression, anxiety, all sorts of different emotional states that we can help with aromatherapy type methods. And many of the constituents within these oils have been researched there's tons of research to support them, they've been researched to find that certain constituents have these effects on anxiety or on depression. So for instance, the wild orange, when you're cleaning, wild orange, lemon, these are the uplifting oils, the oils that really brighten and elevate people. And then there's the calming oils. So there's so many uses.
Wonderful.
Absolutely.
This has been very, very informative. Thank you so much, Kari, for being here with us.
No problem.
We are due for a break, and when we come back, we'll be speaking with Nikki with hair curling tips, I think, for today. And at the end, we will see Kari again.